some young American TikTokers are now realizing they're like, oh, we should, when we play the TikToks, we got to put up the we disavow thing, Ian. We'll get God, I think. Yeah, but they're going, oh, maybe Osama bin Laden is dope. Because Osama bin Laden, like a year after the attack, wrote a letter called like a letter to America or something, in which he outlines why he did the terrorist attacks. And that was thoughtful of him to, explain his reasoning. At least we know why. We like good communication. We appreciate it. That being said, I read the whole letter, which I hadn't read before out of curiosity. And the characterization of these people is absolutely fucking unhinged. I mean, holy smokes. It's called Letter to America. I mean, look at this.
And I am ashamed.
Here.
This morning
Did you put up the disavow? There it is. Thank you. We disavow everything this moron loser says. What an idiot. How are you going to film yourself simping for Osama bin Laden?
Just never, ever do it.
And I know some of you are going to jump to conclusions here. I don't want to spoil the letter, but so I read the whole thing. So I would say about 10% of it is criticism of America's support for Israel. The other 70%, I'll say, is him saying that he did the attack because America isn't Sharia law and that we're not all Muslims and that gay people are too comfortable in our society. Like crazy shit. They really didn't read that part. They just read the. They
skimmed it.
Yeah, they read the first part.
All you really need is the gist,
dude. Sometimes the cliff notes is not enough.
Right.
I never
did. It made me uncomfortable even reading it, and we always back everything up in the doc. And I asked Zach to back it up for me. I'm like, I don't even want to fucking back that up with a Muslim name. I'm good.
Really?
You do that shit.
Yeah, no.
Better safe,
Make the Jew do it.
Zach, all right. No, but it's truly like, and my epiphany actually about this is kind of funny. I remember George Bush used to say they hate us for our freedom. And that's been memed at this point. Because it's like so stupid. It sounds so dumb. And I remember listening to that and thinking like, what does that even mean? Like, that's just moronic. Reading the letter, it's actually true. He hates us for our freedom.
He's jealous of us.
He's so jealous. He literally says he hates America because of the religious freedom, self-determination. He hates us for being able to express our attraction to people that's not just cis. It's straight up. He hates the freedoms that are in liberal societies. It kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh shit, George Bush was spitting facts.
Well,
and then the weapons of mass destruction and the murdering like 1 million people, that was not dope. For the record, not dope.
Bad form.
And actually, for the record, I'm totally kidding. George Bush is a monster, and so is Dick Cheney. So, chill out. I just did shtick. Okay, everybody, back up calmly and safely. 9/11. Thank you. All right, go ahead, dummy. Tell me how you love Osama bin Laden.
Read Letter to America, which is Osama bin Laden's letter to America explaining why he attacked Americans. And I am ashamed to say that I not only have never read this letter, but I didn't even know this letter existed. It's wild, and everyone should read it. If you haven't read it yet, read it. However, be forewarned that this has left me very disillusioned, and I feel the same exact way I felt when I was deconstructing Christianity. I feel a little bit just confused, like I have entered into another timeline. What is this?
So, I mean, again, who are you? Like, do you hate gay people? Because that was like one of the main thrusts. Do you hate religious freedom? What the fuck are you doing? Do you want to live in Sharia law? Like it was like 10% about Israel. I'm mind gobbed by this. Like, his criticism of Israel and America was valid. Did you read the rest of it, dummy? That wasn't even the reason he did the fucking attack.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
God,
Fucking legend.
This is a classic.
That was the best video.
Swagged out, dude.
I've never seen that video.
Oh,
Really?
That's
That's
crazy.
iconic. He got slammed a lot for
Best
that.
part of his presidency.
I mean, looking back though, it's pretty iconic. I mean, psychotic and iconic.
It's
iconic.
delusional confidence.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
I sent a little bit of a longer version at the end. I love how he has his feet up on the little go-kart as he pulls away too. Like, that's our president.
Let me watch that. That's our
Mr.
boy.
Beast vibes.
Trying to be talked out of it.
With his dad.
See you at church.
See you at church.
What?
Yikes.
Is he a comedian or something? See you at church? Who is this guy?
Most powerful man in the world at the time.
Oh my God, George
We
Bush.
were pretty young, Ethan, and I'm not George Bush monster. But
George Bush monster.
he was very goofy. That was part of why people liked him. Like, it's not really like something that people talk about now, but at least like he was in the election and stuff. Like, people loved it. It was a very minimized, more refined version of Trump's appeal of being kind of an idiot, but like in a way that people like. And he had that going on a lot.
Yeah, he is pretty. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. He has an affable, energy to him. That being said, he did murder.
Similar to Joe Biden, to be honest.
Funnier than Joe?
No, in the way that like Joe has like zingers a lot. You know
Joe's
what I mean?
too old. I feel like if Joe, we could scale the clock back like 10 or 15. Joey
Yeah,
boy
to
would
like
Wake up.
he'd be crushing it.
to that era, to the early 2000s.
Oh, thank you. Here, I'm not going to put the letter up because it's probably not a good idea. But I do want to read you some excerpts from his letter. It starts by saying, you know, we love Allah, we love so he goes, why are we opposing you? So his first reason is because you attack us in Palestine. So that was the first thing he listed. But by volume, you scroll down a few paragraphs, and then you get into, let's see, and also let's talk about like his conspiracy that Jews run all companies and world banks worldwide, and that whole thing was a little problematic, but I guess fuck Israel is enough. Looking for some jewels here.
I have the section that pretty much is what you're talking about. I mean, he about a third of the way in starts to lay out what his demands are. The things that he's calling us to do. So the first thing that they're calling to do is to Islam. Everybody should convert to Islam.
He ends and he's like, basically, this is what I want y'all to do. For me. Do this for me.
Right.
Because we've entered these negotiations in good faith.
Right. And then the second...
So he says, convert to Islam.
Convert to Islam is number one. Number two, second thing we call you to do is to stop your oppression. Okay. Immorality and debauchery that is spread amongst you. What does he mean by that? People, manners, principle, and honor, reject acts of fornication, homosexuality, intoxicants, gambling, and trading with interest. That one feels like a standout from the rest.
There he goes. You know why we got attacked? Because we trade with interest, bro. That's our American God-given right, man. Did you read that part? He hates us because we do loans with interest. Oh.
A lot of those things on that list are some of my favorite things, though. So
literally,
fornication.
Sure.
What is he? Is that premarital? I thought that just meant having sex.
Within the context of what he's talking about, probably.
So we must stop premarital sex.
But I'm not married, so
I hope this girl's a
put two
virgin.
and two together there.
She's like, bro, I just realized that Sharia law would be awesome, and like, I have a student loan with debt, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
and
maybe
she's
I
like,
can get behind point 5 there, actually. The trading with interest part.
There's more, right?
Well, let's see. This is all one subsection about why you shouldn't be gay. I'm looking to see if there's a third demand here. blah blah blah. He's going into great detail about all of this, all of those things that I just listed here. So I'm still scrolling, looking for.
We got the high level notes on that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's a new.
Bin Laden drop.
No, like a third demand. A third demand. It seems like everything is categorized into those two, though.
By the way, the guy's a total hypocrite. When they got him finally in his compound, he had like porn and video games and all this Western shit. The dude was a total fraud, living large.
I'm seeing the third demand is Dre releases The Chronic.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
The original tapes.
That was a good one. Anyway, let's listen to her. Now that we know that's what he wants. He said, America, this is what I want you to do. He says, Sharia law, become Muslim, stop being gay, stop having sex before marriage, stop doing loans and gambling and drinking.
Right.
As you know, all Americans hate all of those things. You know what I mean? And then the third one was...
Well, he was joking. The actual third one I just found is you take an honest stance with yourself, and I doubt you will do so. Well, don't make assumptions like that. Why do you have to throw that little aside in there?
Yeah, come on, bro.
That just is prickish.
I thought we entered this in good faith.
Yeah, this is just a negotiation, my guy. What I call you thirdly to do is take an honest stance with yourself, and I doubt you will do so, to discover that you are a nation without principles or manners.
All right.
And that values and principles are something you merely demand from others, not that which you yourself must adhere to. Okay.
Like, I get the criticism is interesting.
Bad manners.
Standing alone by itself. But then when you realize his definition of righteous living and like civilized living or whatever is horrific.
Absolutely
It's
be
like horrific.
critical of our own government and should be, but that doesn't mean
and frankly
you have to support Osama bin Laden too.
Frankly, the whole letter is not, I read the whole thing expecting it to be more interesting. It's not even interesting. It's frankly pretty like surface level, basic terrorist shit. It's actually even dumber than I thought. So anyway, go ahead and finish for me.
And yeah, so go read it.
So I just read A Letter to America, and I will never look at life the same. I will never look at this country the same. I will never.
What?
Please read it.
I'm assuming only because he said that he doesn't like what Israel's doing to Palestinians. I mean, what else could they agree with? And it was such a small part of his letter.
The whole like beginning. There's the Israel part. There's also he had a big issue with there being U.S. troops in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah. He mentioned all kinds of like American imperialism.
Yeah, and so like the anti-imperialism like angle in there. I mean, I agree with those sections, but like,
let me ask,
saying the world has changed. I will never see the world the same after reading, like you said, what the vast majority of this is, which is just kind of like a bigoted screed.
It's literally dime a dozen criticism of America.
Right.
The part that apparently changed her life forever. But I'd love to know Osama bin Laden's foreign policy of imperialism. Would he just be cool and chill, or is, you know what I mean? He probably wouldn't want to invade surrounding countries and expand his territory, right? He's probably super peaceful dude.
Yeah. Like how he fought for years in Afghanistan, right? Where he's from?
What happened there? I don't understand the reference.
It's because he's not from Afghanistan.
Oh, he's a fucking colonizer.
Yeah, he's a Saudi.
Oh.
And he's from a very, very prominent rich family in Saudi Arabia too.
Dude, he's such a phony.
Yeah, no, he's like cosplaying as like a gorilla. Well, not cosplaying. He did fight as a gorilla in Afghanistan. So
he did a bit of fighting.
Yeah.
We love him for that.
We wish
him well.
It made me so nervous. I spilled water all over my laptop.
Oh, come on.
No.
What's happening?
What? I do not condone this. God bless America. I'm out.
God bless America, man. You're leaving, huh? Oh, you got to dry your laptop. AB's got to get out of here. This actually, frankly, I am not seeing these people the same. I mean, this is kind of mind blowing myself here. It's like their hatred of Israel is actually outweighing their.
And it's also, I don't know. And it's also just.
I mean, they're not that young, Dan. These people.
Well, it's not about that. It's just about like people who do this shit on like TikTok and stuff. I always have to like wonder how much of it is engagement baiting.
Yeah.
They're still putting their face out there.
No, it's stupid.
Saying I love, or not I love, but like vibing with Osama.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like the extremities. I feel like the way that Gen Z deals with them online, it's like if someone does something that humanizes them or they get a new piece of data, it like shifts 100% and there's no nuance in opinion. And that is what is really, really dangerous, I think.
They're like, yo, this guy said one thing I agree with.
Yeah. I feel like that's a trend with a lot of things. Like,
interesting.
We get one bit of info and then we're like, actually, I realize I love this person.
Sure.
Like when people go back and forth online, when they fight,
yep,
everything's like in absolutes.
So this is Osama's just embroiled in his first TikTok tea sesh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
Let me know
people
if-
were like so eager to jump on like commenting on this situation, this current recent situation, and they thought it was just going to be like other conflicts and not really knowing what the hell they're talking about and just jumping in and not realizing how deep this goes. And so they probably posted stuff immediately, got backlash, and they're like, oh, maybe I should look into certain things.
Maybe I should read the rest of it.
Right. And then somehow that led to maybe maybe he was cooking.
God. Okay, hold on. AB, that cannot be a soundbite.
Huh?
You said Osama is cooking.
Osama's.
I'm kidding. Should I button?
I don't think so.
No, you're good.
Okay, just a joke.
It's
Just a
cooking
little,
in hell.
Just a little humor injection.
Just a little humor.
If you are also
Are you
going
humored?
through an existential crisis in this very moment,
This girl's having existential
because in the
crisis.
last 20 minutes, my entire viewpoint on the entire life I have believed and I have lived has changed.
I mean,
That's a crazy thing to say after reading this letter.
she's implying like pretty much exactly that he was totally justified, and and his reasons are all good.
And she's going to change her entire life because of it, because of what she read in the last 20 minutes.
I guess she's gonna go join the Taliban. Good luck out
That's
there.
a great 20 minutes. My life has changed fundamentally.
Yeah, the Taliban's still out there. You can go join them. Right? They're still out there shaking their dicks,
There's
doing
probably
their
a
thing.
couple.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think they have like a Discord now or something. I don't know.
Twitter maybe. X, sorry.
That's a joke. God bless America.
They're all on X now. Funny.
Yeah, they're vibing.
Please read that entire letter.
I wish the same for you.
I mean, it's possible that she did and agreed with the bigoted stuff too. Who knows? I don't know who this person is. Or more likely is they scanned it, like you said, or read the first couple.
But the funny
paragraphs
thing about this,
and then
is that
rushed to make a TikTok.
the way that they frame it is they remove all plausible deniability. They go, I just spent 20 minutes of my life reading this entire letter.
Yeah.
They're eliminating any chance to weasel out of it later.
Totally.
I don't even think
I mean,
she read
everyone-
a small part of it. I just think they saw
the trend or
TikTok
whatever.
is like, I
How
want to
could
fucking.
you film yourself saying something so crazy?
They're
I mean,
fucking
it's not
dumb.
even that different from reading like Mein Kampf and being like, oh my, Hitler has. I don't know what's in that book. I've never read it, but maybe he's got some good ideas about roads.
Right.
And I just it totally changed my mind, dude. I never thought about Hitler this way before. Yeah, I saw some really funny jokes going around about this time. Was like, I just discovered this really great book by this German artist called My Struggle.
Everyone to stop what they're doing right now and go read. It's literally 2 pages. Go read A Letter to America.
By the way,
wait, no, it's not.
Right. That
kind of explains.
That's the issue.
No, it depends how it's formatted. It could be. It could be formatted.
I don't think there's any it's pretty long.
I mean, no, it's not. It's not that long.
I mean, I would say 10 pages
words,
long.
maybe.
I guess I'm going to drop it into a word processor and see.
I mean, it took me about 20 minutes to read it, probably. Maybe less, 15.
Oh, it's 3,800 words.
3,800. That's a juicy little essay.
To be honest.
It's a juicy little essay to cook up in a cave.
Yeah.
He's patting it.
But like,
He's patting it.
this girl, I believe, is American. I'm assuming based on her accent. But listen what she says. She goes,
Higher letter.
I need everyone to stop what they're doing right now and go read. It's literally 2 pages. Go read A Letter to America.
I need everybody to stop what they're doing and go read terrorist propaganda for me real fast. Who are you? I cannot.
All right, I'm dropping it into Word. Times New Roman.
Oh, you
11-point font. Seems pretty standard, right?
Okay.
And the result, 7 pages.
So maybe
Okay.
that's the issue.
So she probably. I wonder if there was like
Definitely a lot more than 2. There's no way that it's
if
2.
there was like a part that was just about Israel that they thought was the whole thing circulated.
It's possible. It's possible.
I'm giving them a lot of benefit of the doubt on that. A lot.
Well, like you said, I mean, the previous woman really left herself no room. Maybe this was.
I
it was
read
just like,
every word of this essay, and it spoke to my soul. Well, let's see what she says.
And please come back here and just let me know what you think, because I feel like I'm going through like an existential crisis right now, and a lot of people are. So I just need someone else to be feeling this too.
I need you to
I'd kill to read the comments on that. So here's my boy. I need you to stop what you're doing and go read Letter to America. Dude, are you like a terrorist or like recruiter? Like, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? I mean, it's psycho. It's crazy. Like, can we point this out as like said the propaganda gobbler Ethan? Why are you here, dumbass? What propaganda have I gobbled? Say it. I dare you. You probably loved this essay. Whoever wrote that. How much do you love Osama bin Laden? Freak.
Who said that? I didn't see that.
I saw it right here. Here, let's look. Can we look at their comment history?
No.
It's this guy Trins, TRINZZZZZZ.
What are you talking about on? I don't know.
Oh, because on Twitch you can show.
No, you can't do that.
Oh, another failure.
Yep.
Because I think that's so cool when Twitch people can pull up the chat history and get a look at these freaks. Anyway, go ahead, dude. Send me to Afghanistan.
Stop what you're doing and go read A Letter to America. It is literally the craziest thing I've read in a while. And while I can't say that I'm that surprised, I am pretty shocked.
That was good.
Yeah, button that out.
Resistance.
Here, let me go back. I don't know how much got cut. Let's start it over. Oh, God damn it.
This morning I read letter.
I mean, can we call these people like leftists going too far? Is that fair? Because, I mean, if you look at like alt-right people that are, I mean, they're basically Nazis. So what do you call this? Is this leftist going too far?
I mean, this is a handful of dumbasses on TikTok. I don't know.
I don't know. There was a lot of. Okay, well, so what? I mean, how many groypers are out there?
Right, exactly.
I mean, you know, people like to look at like, you know, the alt-righters and. I mean, I do it. Fuck, extrapolate a lot of meaning from that. Like, oh shit, these are your people. But these people are fucking just as crazy, man.
So I just need someone else to be feeling this too.
I need you to stop what you're doing and go read A Letter to America. It is literally the craziest thing I've read in a while. And while I can't say that I'm that
Someone said, yeah, that button checked out. You don't even know what I said, but that's the point.
surprised, I am pretty shocked. So go read it and tell me what you think, because I really also need to talk to other people about this. And actually, before you even read the letter, I did want to mention, in reading the letter, I could only think of this tweet that I saw the other day. Under settler colonialism, any kind of resistance is branded as terrorist because the only acceptable violence is violence by the occupier.
So this is fucking insane. I just read Osama bin Laden's letter to America, which I will be going through right here, but it's actually so mind-fucking to me that terrorism has been sold as this idea to the American people, and honestly, just so many Western
on, say it.
inhabitants within certain
Say
nations,
terrorism is
that
dope.
this group of people, this random group of people, just suddenly wakes up one day and just fucking hates you, just wants you dead, wants you gone, and this is all.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I mean, she's
Fuck
sit
it.
big for Osama. I didn't push that button though, just for the record.
I mean,
hold on, let's let her finish.
So far, this one has been a little bit more reasonable, to be honest.
I disagree.
I'm waiting to see where this turns.
I don't think this is going to end well.
I think it's fair, because I do think that is a fair point to make. I mean, I think it probably is good for people to read his letter and to pay attention to the exact things that they're saying, and should have back then too, because yeah, that's not healthy for anybody to just operate under this assumption that they just hate us just because they jealous. You know what I mean? That really is.
Well, it's not a good way to the thing was they hate us for our freedoms. Bush used to say all the time, and I kind of was like, oh shit, that's kind of true, but he doesn't unpack that in any kind of meaningful way, and it sounds cartoonish.
Yeah, and it is cartoonish because I mean there
read it. I mean, go read it. It's a historical document. It's interesting, but these people are endorsing it. They're not fucking saying go educate yourself about Osama bin Laden.
Right.
They're literally endorsing this fucking letter.
It's just, again, it's like the extremes of it. They have a criticism of America, and then they find this outlet to use it, but I think it's misguided.
Let's hear what she's saying, though. Let's let her finish.
Believe that they're better than us. Like, that is the root of terrorism. It doesn't make sense. They just hate your fucking nation. But reading this letter, it becomes apparent to me that the actions of 9/11 and those acts committed against the USA and its people were all just the buildup of our government failing other nations.
Okay, again, his request to America was clearly outlined. He says, if you don't want to get terrorized, here's what you must do. Convert to Islam under Sharia law. Basically, fucking kill gay people and people that enjoy all this shit.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about that woman
it's so I can't even honestly give them reasonable deniability, because like it's so fucking wrong and crazy to even put yourself out there even saying this. Like, it's so, like, clearly they didn't, I don't think that most of them understood exactly what they are endorsing, but it's so irresponsible. It's so fucking dumb that, like, dude, holy shit. And again, if you read the whole thing, it's not like Israel bad. It's Jews are bad. It's Jewish people are bad. Jewish people in America are bad. Jewish people in Israel are bad. It's like very fucking anti-Semitic too. And I'm not saying that like, oh, everything's anti. It is very clearly.
No, he's explicit about it.
Yeah.
He's not shy about it. What confuses me about these people, and maybe it is just ignorance, and this is why I hesitate when you say, do you think, these are just like misguided leftists or whatever, or leftists going too far. If you actually know the history about Osama bin Laden, there's a lot to criticize there. But Osama bin Laden came to be as a function of our government, the CIA, backing him and other terrorist groups in Afghanistan, fighting the Soviet Union. It was part of our efforts to undermine the Soviet Union, the communist country. And so Osama bin Laden has never been a friend to leftists, even if there is that streak of anti-imperialism. And like just taking that and running with it, it's like, if you want to make the anti-imperialism argument, there are a lot better people to be holding up than Osama bin Laden.
like all of them.
Yeah,
I think
all
that's a
of
good
them.
point.
No.
There's lots of anti-imperial American scholars, educators, tons of them. I mean, it's a well-trodden topic at this point, especially in colleges and stuff. That's a good point. There's about a cajillion other people that have like way more based takes.
I think it truly is just like a group of kids realizing that Osama bin Laden was a real guy. And they're just like, oh, he had thoughts, and he
wasn't a cartoon character,
yeah.
Evil. He wasn't a Family Guy character that shows up for a gag.
Yeah.
Shoot the son of a bitch.
I'm gonna pass the question off to you guys. What do you think?
What do y'all think
letter?
about Osama's letter? So true, AB.
And then
Can we get can we get likes for Osama, retweets for Bush? Thank you. Go on, you're cooking. You guys are killing it. Me, when I got the news that we got him in 2011, she's stoked.
Woohoo! Yeah. Woo.
She's celebrating. 2023, reading his letter to America, knowing he was right. Whoa! Whoa!
It's also just like you pointed out, you know, if we just for a second cast aside, you know, whether Osama bin Laden had a point or not, putting this on the internet, like, why are you doing that?
Dude,
like,
that's
what do you
life
stand?
ruining.
Yeah, you are fucking yourself over.
Literally life ruining.
Don't do that.
You do not want yourself on camera saying
TikTok
Osama
is
bin
our
Laden
home.
was right.
Yeah, people
Do
are going
not
to
film
Google
that.
you at some point, and that is
TikTok
going to
is
pop
my
up,
home.
and it's going to be a problem.
Wait,
Big one.
is this girl a YouTuber? Do I recognize her, or is it someone else?
I don't personally,
I
but
don't know
let me see.
who that is.
Because like, there's a girl that looks like her that makes YouTube videos that I've seen.
I saw, you know what, maybe, because earlier in the chat I saw somebody referring to them by name. It
Oh,
was like
that's
Maya or
crazy.
Mia or something.
If
I don't know if that's
true,
her,
that's
but
crazy. Because she's like, you know, does somewhat thoughtful, funny, cultural, topical videos.
I mean, I found her clip to be the least offensive of all of them, to be honest.
Let me rewatch that then. I want to give her.
That was the one I was saying. Is
let's give her a fair shake here.
So this is fucking insane. I just read Osama bin Laden's letter to America, which I will be going through right here, but
Oh, we need her analysis.
it's actually so mind-fucking to me that terrorism has been sold as this idea to the American people and honestly just so many Western inhabitants within certain nations that this group of people, this random group of people just suddenly wakes up one day and just fucking hates you, just wants you dead, wants you gone. And this is all because they believe that they're better than us. Like, that is the root of terrorism. It doesn't make sense. They just hate your fucking nation. But reading this letter, it becomes apparent to me that the actions of 9/11 and those acts committed against the
Whoa. We need the disclaimer, Ian.
But we're determining if she's a dumbass or not right now.
No, we need the disclaimer.
Okay, just in case, I guess.
Gotta keep it safe here. Yeah.
USA and its people were all just the buildup of our government failing other nations.
I don't find what she said there that objectionable. The whole thing about
there's a second part of her, by the way.
Yeah, and I'm only commenting on that clip. I don't want to.
Let's see what
I don't want to get clipped myself.
I mean, let me think here. She says
she's pointing out that a lot of people have a very simplistic, kind of almost cartoonish, evil idea about terrorists that is
I don't
kind
think
of
there's
derived
anything.
from culture.
Look, you can learn about the historical facts of American imperialism and how that like funding the Taliban to fight Russia and all this stuff. There's nothing in his letter that is supportive or interesting or illuminating about that. Like sending
About that specifically,
sending people to the letter to learn that is fucking psychotic. It is psychotic.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
I know what you're saying, but I think just the act of sending people to read this letter in a kind of a way that's like even a little bit endorsing of it is psychotic.
And that's, well,
it is.
And to be fair, you said that there's more to that video, and I don't
Let's watch
necessarily
it.
want
I got it right
judge.
here. Let's see.
In majority of these situations, and this letter was insanely eye-opening. I really urge everybody to Google and read it
It's
because
not
I
ins-
thought that I had quite a lot of media literacy.
It is
but
not insanely eye-opening. It's not. I mean, maybe if you're a total ignoramus, I don't know. It's not. It's just not. It's literally just an anti-Semitic, homophobic, fucking religious fundamentalist rant of a dollar store terrorist.
But this takes it to a whole nother fucking level where I was just like, holy shit, like propaganda is genuinely so deeply embedded into our fucking DNA.
Read a letter to America.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm okay with you saying, I'm okay with like, oh, maybe it's not as bad as people being like, yo, that was awesome.
He was based as fuck. Again, the part that I was trying to point to was just
fair enough.
By reading it, it dispels sort of the cartoonish image that in our mind that we have of these people, and that doesn't mean that you should agree with what he's saying. But seeing what the actual perspective is and understanding that, I think, is more productive than dismissing them as they hate us because they ain't us.
It's a pretty good way to put it, though. I do like that as a foreign policy,
They just hate us because they ain't us.
As a foreign
America number
policy,
one, baby.
Objective. I do find that compelling.
You're probably waking up. You probably have a lot of questions. Welcome to the club. But we don't have a lot of time to sit and talk about everything because there's still so many puzzle pieces that we just do not know about. Go read.
Someone said, I think it might be important to recognize that using the term anti-Semitism when referring to Arabs is also inflammatory because Arabs and Semitic people as well. I have to tell you, I find the semantical game people play with this word absolutely mind-numbingly dumb. Like, I understand that Arabs are technically Semitic people, but we're talking about the common usage of the word. Everybody understands the common usage of anti-Semitism. It means hatred of Jews. There's also words that mean hatred of Arabs. There's Islamophobia. There's I guess I don't know if there's a word for.
Not specifically Arabs.
I guess people kind of do a catch-all of Islamophobia, even though that's not true. They're not all.
Well, not all Arabs are. Yeah, even. Muslim.
But I'm just saying, like, it's so they go. How can I be anti-Semitic if I'm Semitic myself? It's like, no, you hate Jews. That's the accusation. I'm talking hypothetically. I'm not saying anyone specifically is, but the claim is that you hate Jews, not that you hate all Semitic people. The semantical game is dumb as fuck. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ethan hates Islam. We get it. Thanks, man. Why are you here again?
When I went home last month for the weekend, people were asking me about the conflict, and like, oh, if it does, not about you specifically, but if it does come up publicly, people will try to say you're being anti-Semitic, and they said argue it because we're Semitic. But I'm like, dude, that's clearly not what they're saying. Like, we're not arguing terms here. That's not what people are saying when they say that they're feeling, anti-Semitic shit's happening to them.
Exactly. It's like saying, I had a brain fart, and then they're like, well, hold on. Did you really expel gas from your brain? I mean, listen, words have common parlance. we use them. We know what it means, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop being a fucking idiot. Sound dumb when you say it. I hate you.
Okay.
Sorry.
All
Got
right.
a little worked up here. You know what I mean? I don't have an outlet for this stuff right now.
Just so you know, it's
debate, bro. Hassan always says debate perverts. That's a debate pervert tactic.
Yeah.
Oh, really? How can I be anti-Semitic if I'm Semitic? It just means you hate Jewish people. You can hate Jewish people and be a Semitic person, technically.
You're right, and it's just kind of a derailing tactic, essentially, to just kind of like.
I mean, it's a straw man.
Take it into semantics. There's a lot of very similar words.
Debate bros arguing semantics. Thank you. You guys understand me. It's straight debate pervert.
Semantic diffusion is what it's called. Ooh.
Oh, that's fun.
You could bust out that's a cool little term to bust out. Although that's pretty debate pervert too, to be like,
it's straight.
Bro, you're just doing semantic diffusion right now.
Well, if they are, I think you're right though. I think that's straight up debate pedophilia.
Right. Yeah.
I love how it's turned into like this arms race about how perverted. This is straight debate holocaustry right now. Anyway, go on. I love these people. They're great.
Read a letter to America. Like, seriously, go read it. Type a letter to America in Google or whatever you use, then come right back.
I'll actually say something. It was kind of hard for me to find the letter because I know there was some hubbub about.
So
the Guardian had a post where it was up for
Yeah.
decades, and then they removed it when people started reading it, which I thought was utterly insane.
Very, very,
Why would
very
they do
stupid
that?
decision. Why did they do
You're a
that?
newspaper,
Some
man.
people were arguing the legitimacy of it coming from him. That's what I was saying. I was trying to find out why they removed it as well. But
No, I understand it to be very
it's
reputable.
I mean, it was up for decades,
Yeah,
and
it's been up
they
for
literally
decades.
took it down when this TikTok shit started.
We should host it on the Ryan Kavanaugh website.
Which I feel, and
That's kind of fun. That could backfire.
Yeah, no, let's not do that. But I
could see that backfiring.
It's such a bizarre choice to do that because why would they? All that does is make it seem it's banned. It's like now that they don't want us to read it, so now I really got to read it.
We're scared of it,
right?
It's
And then
so
also
dumb.
because it's not on, because now it's being like reposted other places, it's not on a reputable website where it's existed for decades, so you know it's the real letter. Like, I don't even know. Maybe that one girl did say it's only 2 pages. Maybe that is what she was shown, and it had all of the really homophobic and bigoted language stripped from it.
Which is nice. I think we should whitewash Osama.
Right, but my
I
point
think he
being is like
deserves
that's
to
why
be
it's so
remembered
dumb
fondly.
that the Guardian removed it, because now who knows what people
That's
are
the
even
whole
really
letter.
reading.
By a reputable news source.
Right.
It's utterly insane. Like, whoever made that decision should sit in disgrace and shame. It was so dumb. If it did anything, it just enabled these people more to be like, oh, they don't want you to read it because it's true.
Yeah.
It's so dumb, dude.
Very dumb.
I fucking hate you. All right. Tone it down. This is me without the leftovers.
Right.
Which isn't a great endorsement, frankly,
Right.
of ending the show, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't.
Because this makes a lot more sense. It explains so much, and I guarantee you it's going to blow your mind.
But one thing I can say about these people is they're all libs. I feel that these are all like pro-trans, pro-gay right leftists. And they're conveniently like just
Yeah, which I mean,
ignoring the attack at their very core of who they are. But okay, whatever.
and to side with a CIA asset again, it's just like bizarre.
CIA asset? What is that?
He was in the 80s.
Oh,
again.
okay, when he was fighting Russia.
Yeah. Well, and conspiracy theorists think he still was when he attacked America.
Yo.
but we don't need to get into that.
Orange Buster had a really great point. He says, I'm not anti-Semitic, I'm anti-semantic.
Oh, I'm hardcore
That's so
anti-Semitic.
good. That's so good. That's really good.
And let's talk about it. So go read it.
Ethan, do you hate them or are you just jealous of them? That's true.
It's so true.
Come back. Whew, it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's really not. Finding out we got him while I was in service in 2011. You're a service member? Okay. She's like, we got him. Yay. That was awesome. Seeing his letter to America now, knowing he was right. Oh, yo, you put that online with your face on it, lady. He was right about what exactly? Go on. Explain. I mean, it's wild. Letter to America is something.
You remember where you were when you found out Osama bin Laden had been shot
I do.
with
I don't
lethal
actually.
kinetic force?
I didn't find that whole thing to be that compelling.
Frankly, the only reason that I remember is because the only sign of anybody celebrating I saw was on Ventura Boulevard. There was a single dude waving a giant American flag.
We got him.
Screaming, "We got him!
I mean,
we got him!" And he was just having the time of his life. Just one guy.
maybe if you lost,
And it just really
people,
stuck out to me.
or lost a service member,
Sure,
or
yeah,
someone
we
in
got
New York, or you were traumatized by it.
Yeah,
but
maybe
to
in New
me,
York
it's like,
it was a much bigger deal.
I don't know. It's like, all right, I mean,
We got him.
But yeah, I just remember looking out the
Is there-
window
he-
and seeing this dude, and he was loving life.
yeah, it didn't really affect my day that much. But I was like, okay, we got him.
We got him.
We got him.
We got him. We got him, guys. Finally. This girl says, letter to America is something everyone needs to read. It all makes sense now, especially if you're live during 9/11. Go on. Oh my God, she says. Mood since reading Osama's letter to America. I'm rethinking things I grew up learning. I mean, it's not that bad, but like, again, the context of the letter is just not it, girl. It's just not it. Like, I think these people, they want to be contrarians. They want to be woke to the sense of like, I see things for how they are and not what they say it is. There's a lot of this, I think,
Right.
of people who go like too woke, too far to the left, and maybe not, that's not the right, but like, maybe it's more like the virtue where they want to prove how virtuous they are compared to other people. And they just really,
And again,
they did a whole, like they walked all the way around the globe and ended back up like.
Maybe engagement baiting was the wrong term that I used earlier, but
I know what you mean by
It's
that.
part of like the fucking insane social media addiction that everybody has.
They want validation.
Yeah, or just to have, I don't know, to just have a spicy post or whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
I do think people should read it. I mean, it was interesting. I found it interesting to read, although more so just in the context of everything.
I mean, I agree.
The letter's
I
not
think,
that interesting.
I think with
I'm not gonna
the
read it.
mindset of just wanting to get a better understanding of the mindset of somebody that could do something so terrible like that, I think is valuable.
Yeah.
And it's valuable to understand it just for the sake of
it's historical. He got us.
For history but also for the future to just I mean, again, there is some anti-imperialist rhetoric weaved throughout all of the gay bashing and stuff. And you know, I think it's important to know why it happened and to not just dismiss it as they're evil. They did it because they're evil and they hate us.
I think especially the kids like my age, because we were babies when it happened. So I just grew up thinking like, oh, Osama bin Laden is the evil of against America.
But at the same time, I do feel that people take that too far.
Agree.
Because like he is evil,
Mhm.
and his ideas are like straight cultish, religious, fundamentalist, violent, crazy shit.
Right. And I think
Now he was enabled by America at a certain point, but
Mhm.
this dude believes that shit, and you know,
Right.
again, it's
and I think that context is I think that actually is important and a better way of kind of approaching an anti-imperialist mindset is read this, see how fucking unhinged and bigoted and horrible this dude is, and understand that we back this dude.
Yeah, that's a good context for sure.
You know,
we gave these guys a bunch of guns,
and then they turned around and attacked us.
Which is kind of
maybe we need to stop doing that.
It's actually incredibly short-sighted because he's like, I hate everything about. In Osama's worldview, probably Russia and America are identical to him because they're not. You know, I don't think he sees a big difference. We're all sinners, and we all need to be, you know, converted.
You made me defend this dude.
Yeah, I know, man.
No,
Wait, no,
Preach, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, did Preach just defend Osama?
Preach, no. Don't
not
fall
worth
for it.
bro.
Don't fall for it.
By the way, I'm kidding, Preach. I know you didn't support
Whenever we
Osama.
talk about burning the witch, you know the era where we used to burn the witch? That era never really stopped. The type of witch we was burning changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. Go on.
Ah, you a bitch.
Okay, all right.
All right, you probably have to go, right?
Hold on. I'm almost done with the video. I'm committed now.
All right.
So I read Osama bin Laden's letter to America, the way Palestine is freeing us from falsehood.
Letter to America.
The way this letter is going viral right now is giving me
The way
the greatest sense of relief. If you're Muslim and you've lived in the U.S. since 9/11, you know more truth than the typical citizen. Now it's all coming to light because of Palestine.
That's pretty unhinged. You just read Osama bin Laden to America and noticed the media is trying to bury it.
Yes, exactly.
So dumb.
Dumbasses. Why did they do that?
What pathetic losers. Like, holy shit.
It's such a bad call.
I guess
for
they
so
just
many
panicked.
reasons.
They're like, what do we do? Well,
They don't want to be blamed.
What do you
but
think?
It's like,
They're not going to find it somewhere else, dummy?
Yeah, it's just and a less reputable place again, where they're not necessarily reading the original letter.
And it is what it is.
Sure is. She's really okay. So I mean, that's it. I wanted to talk about this because it's just so nuts. But there it is. Looking forward to next week. Well, yeah, I do think that there's this really underground German painter who's really got interesting ideas. I struggle like him. We all struggle, and that's why it's universal.
Right.
God, some of you people in chat are such pathetic fucking losers. Like, if you... Okay, I'm not going to get into this. I'm not going to get into it. But you know who I'm talking about. If you're out there and you think I'm talking about you, I am. All right, let's do Eel Pit. Do we have time for Eel Pit?
I mean, you're the one that has to go. It's 5:10.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I had Eel Pit at the end of the dock.
Next time.
I mean, it's kind of an evergreen story. It's kind of it is what it is. But you're the one that has to go. So I don't know.
Hold on. What's this? This is also
What the fuck?
Oh, this is. Oh God. Osama, if he was today, could be doing crazy TikToks. That's true.
Is he doing the NPC thing?
He would have crazy
So good.
lives. He would have crazy lives. Thank you for the gift.
Have you ever seen Osama bin Laden's new metal? Is it his brother or his son? I forget.
Oh,
The
his.
emo?
I think it's his brother.
I think it's a brother.
He's like a cool ass dude, right?
Well,
Or no, well, I don't know.
depending on how doing.
Maybe I don't know. Who is he? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to find the picture of him. You know what I'm talking about, Cam? I feel like you would know about this.
Vaguely.
The new metal brother.
What's
Osama
new
bin
metal?
Laden brother metal.
What's new?
I gotta find it because if I don't, I just seem insane.
I typed Osama bin Laden's cool relative.
Cool.
He's been
No, I s-
exiled from his family too. We should
This
say
guy.
that.
Oh, it's his. Okay.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy. He's like metal. Like Zach would like him. His product.
Yeah,
his
yeah,
prodigal
yeah, yeah.
son.
Here.
Oh, what the
It's
fuck?
it's his son.
Yeah,
Osama
yeah,
bin
yeah.
Laden's son.
Dude, look at that.
Check this guy out.
Oh, that guy fucked.
That's
hard, dude.
Dude, Osama, you couldn't even get your own son on board with this shit.
Where have I seen him before?
Homie, fuck. Dude.
System
What's
of a
his
Down?
story?
That's a cool guy.
He's grown into a goth metal hybrid. He loves Western movies and
Dude, he looks like
Where's
every
the-
member of System of a Down combined
Dude,
into
that's
one
Surge,
person.
man.
But he's like all of them in one dude.
He looks dope. He looks nice.
he's a
He's a
painter.
painter. Oh,
America
God.
is his muse.
He also wait.
Oh
go
God,
back.
no, not another painter.
No paint, bro.
Wait, go back
That's
to
off
the
the rails
other
background.
picture. Go
He
back to
lives
the.
in Germany and paints.
Bro,
No,
That looks like he looks like Zappa too, man.
Oh, he does
Oh,
look like
yeah.
Zappa there.
true.
Dude,
Weird.
he
He's-
painted the off the rails background right there.
He actually seems.
Oh
super dope.
no, it's been on the set the whole time.
He says America is his muse. He says Unforgiven.
He
is
loves
his
Western
favorite
movies.
film.
Well, I guess I can forgive him for that.
Unforgiven. That's a great movie.
It's pretty.
Westwall.
So there you go.
That is kind of
Omar.
Nice.
Shout out.
That is nice. Should we do it side by side with Hitler or no?
No.
Okay. Just crossing my teeth. and
Let's
dotting
not
my I's.
provoke anything.
I mean,
man.
he is Osama's son. We got to be just look at X, just like, okay.
I think one of a lot.
Be like,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
you
he has
know,
he has
kids.
tons of kids. He fucked like crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
To be like, are you cool? He's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'll be like, okay, dope.
Let's have him on the show.
Have you ever
I
seen?
would talk to him. That'd be cool.
Have you ever seen Osama bin Laden in Sweden?
No,
Vibes?
I have not.
Wait,
Not
can we reach
personally.
out to his son? That could be interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, let's try.
If you want me, yeah.
why
If
not?
you want me to, I'm down.
Why not?
This is like the lowest resolution. There he is right here, in like the 70s or something.
He didn't get enough attention. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
Yeah,
very
because he was
well-dressed
one of many
family.
big family.
That's his whole. Jesus Christ.
So
let
he
me
grew
do-
up
I don't know if that's
Sweden?
all his family. I think he. I know he was educated somewhere in Europe. It may have been Sweden.
I feel like I should know that. So
He may.
probably
This
not.
may have just been a visit. I might be
He's just
misremembering.
visiting, guys.
But
like
this is a
the-
famous photo of him.
Apparently, he went to college with Kim Jong Un as they enjoyed the university system.
Yeah.
Kim Jong Un went to college in America, right?
No.
No, I think he was in Europe.
Oh, okay. Got that.
Switch.
Yeah, apparently he was like really good at basketball. He was a good student. He had like a really
Yeah.
good time
Yeah.
in Western society.
Yeah, and he got pulled back because of something, right? It's a war, I think, like abruptly.
They're like, dude,
Well,
you
no,
need
I
to
think
be
his
king
dad
now.
died and he
Yeah,
inherited
Right,
the
that's
throne.
it. Yeah, he
bro, you
abruptly
need to
had
come be king. I don't know how he went from like a dude who was like kicking it with the homies playing basketball to this square-headed fuck.
Well, he still fucks with basketball.
Yeah, well, that's why. Yeah,
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dennis Rodman.
Dude, I wonder if we could get Dennis
he let
Rodman
it go,
on the
man.
show.
Kim, when he became king, he let that shit. He let it all go.
We actually have a friend of the show who knows Dennis. If we
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He's so, but like, if you try to talk to him about Kim, he treats him like with the highest reverence. He's like, nah, he's my homie. I don't talk about him. we don't talk about that. Why are people spamming John Cena?
they want the
one where he's speaking Chinese?
Oh, John
Mandarin?
Cena.
I don't think it has anything to do with.
Wait, why are you guys spamming John Cena? Because I want to watch it. Oh, John Cena announcing Bin Laden's death. I do want to see that.
Have you ever seen that one before?
I don't recall it. No.
This is the origin of the. Well, you'll see. I won't spoil it.
And then after that, send me the one of him apologizing to the people.
Don't you have to go for real though?
No, we're wrapping it up. I'm having too much fun here, guys.
God,
I'm keep going down these.
Wait a minute. I don't think we can actually watch the
Yeah.
John Cena clip. It's gonna get claimed because it's from WWE, and they're very strict about it.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just opening it. Oh, okay. Can we play the audio? Can
It's
come
up to you
within
if
it?
you wanna risk it. The audio is the most important part.
I mean, it might. Does he come out to his theme song? Because that might get.
No, I can just skip right to the part where he does it. Here.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's only 10 seconds.
We have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
But this is Americanism gone dumb as hell.
Compromised to a permanent end.
Like a fucking stadium of WWE fans. And John Cena announcing to everybody's glee that we got him.
That is
American dumb.
Such a crazy way to phrase it.
And compromised to a permanent end Osama bin Laden.
We got him. Now, could you play John Cena doing Mandarin, and then I swear I'll finish. I love John Cena moments.
The one where he's talking about ice cream or something.
I heard that Jay Shetty put out a
我
TikTok
现在
about
我有
Osama.
冰淇淋，
This is
我
the
很
ice
喜欢
cream
冰
one.
淇淋。
Did you guys see
Is
that?
this not the one that we're talking about?
No, this is not the apology, I think.
Hold on. Did you guys see that one with Jay Shetty where he put out a video on TikTok about Osama?
No,
that's
I don't
crazy.
know about that.
I swear I remember. Maybe I'm misremembering, but he was like, this just blew my mind, changed everything. He's
Okay,
right
shut
about
the fuck
everything.
up. That didn't happen.
I'm not 100% sure, but I have some kind of memory of him saying that.
Get out of here. Don't fucking besmirch Shetty like that.
He says, yeah,
Disgusting.
man. He was right on about the Jews.
It's disgusting. He would never.
I think he said he was right on about the Jews, but I don't remember.
Ethan's lying. Is this not
I
the
may
video?
be misremembering.
Is this the video that you want?
He's apologizing over Taiwan comment.
That's
Oh, it's
that's
apologizing.
Bing Shilling. That's not the apology, though.
Wait, what did I say?
He apologizes to Taiwan.
This, yeah. It's awesome.
That's it.
This is so fucking iconic.
Is it this?
Yeah,
one?
yeah, that one's good.
And former pro wrestler John Cena has.
我爱更尊重
Wait, I
中
want
国
go back. I want to
更
read the
中国。
subtitles. John Cena's getting absolutely fucking.
你好，中国。
Hello,
是John
China. This is
Cena
John Cena.
我做
I was
很
wrongly
多
said
采
Taiwan is a
访，
country.
很多。
Wrong, wrong.
所以在一个
Not
采
only is
访
Taiwan not a country, they're also a bunch of losers that you guys should totally colonize. Not even a real place. He says it's not even a real place. It's like Zootopia.
可以用中文
This is Stephen Colbert.
This is like a joke, dude.
Oh, why am I reading this? Go back. God damn it.
It's like so terrible. Oh my.
Wait, because it was crazy though. It's not. It wasn't that off from what he actually said. Here, do the Guardian. Yeah, fucking.
很多采访。
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Cena 我必须说，
I have to say right now, in Fast and Furious 9, this is not real, is it? Is he talking about Fast and Furious 9?
This one is.
What is happening, John?
Little promo.
He says in one of them, I made a mistake during a promotional interview. Everyone asked me if I can use Chinese. People at Fast and Furious 9
information
gave me lots of interview information. I made a mistake. I have to say right now, it's so important. I love and respect China and the Chinese people. I'm so sorry for my mistake. I'm so very sorry. You have to understand, I love and respect China and Chinese people. I'm so sorry. This man literally just, he like accidentally referred to Taiwan as a country or something. Or
Yeah.
just, flippantly. Because, I mean, it is pretty much.
Yeah.
And give me a fucking break. But there it is. Apparently you can't say that. I'm so impressed by his Mandarin, though.
It's very impressive.
I got to get him over to Yuhan? Is that my spot?
Yeah, Yuhan.
Yeah, I
that
need
was
to
the
get him
jade
out.
mining
I
province.
need
yeah.
to meet him in Yuhan. Start my new life. All right, this is longer than I thought. We're having too much fun out here. Thanks everyone for watching.